Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Hypothetical Comedy Podcast. I am Funky Sam Medina,
And I am Athena Rodriguez.
and we are here with Sharita. What's up, Sharita? How you doing?
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah! Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're super awesome.
Oh no, stop it. Now all of us, our cheeks are gonna be in our eyes. Oh, look, smiling so much.
No, we really like you're one of the people that we wanted to have on here. I remember when the comedy Zoom heydays. You're always so funny. You used to make me laugh all the time. Just like your little reactions and your remarks to people. I loved it. You low key roasted everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to. It was surprising to hear, and I'm like, can we say that?
And I'm always like,
And then sometimes it seemed like it was a therapy session, so I'm just like, all right, okay.
Hell yeah, it's fun. It's been quite the adventure, but it's been fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us about you, Sharita. You're I know you're in El Paso, Texas. Are you from El Paso? Where are you from?
I am originally from Brooklyn, New York. And,
Wow.
yes, I'm a native New Yorker, but some people are like, nah, you're not a native no more. You don't live here. So I'm in Texas. Yeah, I'm in El Paso, Texas, because like many before me, the Army said, you know what, you should go there. And I've been here for going on 14 years now.
Wow. You seem very Texas to me. You even have kind of the accent a little bit.
Oh, don't say that to me.
I could have sworn
my accent.
you were born and raised in Texas. You seem very Texas to me. What do I know? I've never even been there.
It's okay. I don't mind. I've had a couple people say, like they hear the twang. And I'm like, all right, well, whatever.
Let's just say you've settled in very nicely.
Yeah.
So what's it like growing up for you in New York?
So New York, Brooklyn, New York, it was like a little difficult. You have to be more street smart and savvy than book smart.
Yeah.
So like I had to like grow up real quick because I've been short all my life. I'm like 5'0". So I'm like in the streets fighting, 5-finger discounting, living the city life, So it's mostly that when you can navigate, there's 5 boroughs in New York. So if you can get on the train, bus, and just travel through a big city like that at the age of 12, 13 years old, there's no reason to like, nobody can stop you, There's no way like go outside. Most people don't like to go outside. I get that, but living in a city, you have to know how to navigate the city, the streets, where to go, where not to go, who to talk to, who not to talk to, and just have that street smart knowledge.
Hell yeah, that's very true. That is very true.
Yeah.
Did you grow up there and then live there until you joined the military?
Yes, I graduated high school, then I tried to go to college for 2 years, and then I graduated high school in 1995. I'm old. And in 1997, it just wasn't working out for me. I couldn't like find my niche in school. When I was supposed to be in school learning, I was in a pool hall learning how to play pool. And
learning something. Anyway.
Yes, exactly. But that wasn't getting me anywhere. And I didn't know that you have to pay for school. I didn't have money to pay for school. So I did what most people did. I raised my right hand at the age of 21 and I joined Army.
Wow.
And then I've been in ever since. Because I said, I did get out. I did my first 4 years, got out in 2003. That was a little scary because my first deployment, they sent me to Kuwait. And we didn't have showers, bathrooms, tents to sleep in. We were sleeping in vehicles. It was during like the Operation Desert Storm, like the end of it. We were coming in there. And our mission was to see if soldiers could live in that environment. And yeah, so we were like the test dummies, I guess, for 4 months.
Yeah, like kind of like guinea pigs on an environment that wasn't really like livable to see if you could do it. That's crazy.
It wasn't, and then being a female, we have female needs.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you didn't bring enough, you didn't bring enough. We leaking everywhere. So yeah, so
that sucks.
Wow.
So I was grateful when they invented the depot shot. I was on a depot for a little bit. And then, like I said, it was traumatizing to be away from home because my first duty station was Fort Hood, Texas. So from Fort Hood, I deployed to Kuwait, right?
Wow.
And I joined the Friends and Family Plan. I'm the oldest of 4. One of my brothers was already stationed at Fort Hood. So he's like, yeah, come on down. I get here to Fort Hood. He goes to Korea.
Oh,
So
dang.
basically, I was at Fort Hood by myself. Yeah,
Man, that's
yeah,
scary. That's crazy because you have all these street smarts you had from New York, but now
Yeah.
you're in a whole different kind of world.
right. Yeah, because it's like, well, there's no train, so how do you get around? You're not walking in the desert. And
Yeah.
the weirdest thing is, you see the Kuwaitis are walking in the desert. They're nomads. They have nomad culture at the time. Remember, this is 2000. That's 2001 we were there. So they're walking in the desert. They have their livestock, which is mostly camel. And if they had kids, no kids. You just see the caravan just walking. And I'm like, we just drove like 25 miles from the desert to
Like,
another part of the desert. Where they coming from?
right, like 25
Oh
miles
my
from the next
God.
civilization, right? It's
Not
like,
even, just
wow,
out there, out there. So
wow,
you see
that's
people, you're like,
crazy.
mm-hmm.
In the middle
And
of
we don't speak the
nowhere.
language. I don't speak Kuwaiti.
Yeah, I'd
Dang.
imagine not. How long were you there?
There, that my first, so that was my first deployment. I was there for 4 months. So December to April. So we spent Christmas there, my first Christmas away from home. So yeah, that was
Damn.
touching.
That's
Oh.
then
Yeah,
you're you said like 21. So I imagine
when
like in that 4 months you like grew up a lot.
you have to, because it's like people have a misconception that if you're from New York, you're rude. We're not rude. We don't talk to strangers. And I don't know why that's rude, but then it's like when you get to the South, you get to hear people speak. Hi, good morning, how are you? And you're just like, why are you talking to me? That's a culture shock, because I'm like, you don't have a reason to talk to me unless you're trying to guess something.
Okay,
So it took
yeah.
me a while to adjust to that lifestyle, to where we, get up in the morning, speak to people. It's okay to say hi, and not everybody's trying to rob you. But in Kuwait, yeah, they might be trying to rob you.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. Oh,
That's true.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. You're there for 4 months. When you came back, were you a civilian or were you living back on Fort Hood?
No, no, no. Went back to Fort Hood, and we had a memorial service because one of our battle buddies, Regina Martinez, passed away.
Oh,
So our best friend, Kayla, just had her first baby. And that was so hard to look her in the face because we didn't bring Regina home. So it was awkward. So our friend group kind of broke up. It's just hard to, 1 minute you cruise there, and then the next minute you're not there. And we couldn't explain to Kayla, because Kayla didn't go, obviously, because she's pregnant. So we couldn't explain to her like exactly what happened. Like we know the story of what happened. But to go through a 4 month deployment and then come back and bury a friend, and it's weird.
yeah.
And I
Yeah, I
don't
mean
think weird is the proper
that's
word to
big.
say. But so
That's
yeah, I
probably
mean, Kayla and I are still friends. We had our reunion. Like we tried to have the Fort Hood, Texas group reunion.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so got to see her daughter grow up and everything. And she's in college
Wow.
doing her thing.
Oh man, she's like 20 now. Yeah, she's like in her
Mhm,
20s. The
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's pretty
yeah.
cool. That's
So
crazy.
yeah. So
What
yeah,
was
you
life
come back to Fort Hood. Huh?
what was life like for you after that? Like we're coming back.
Oh man. So like I tried dating. I don't know why I tried dating, because you go over there for 4 months. And I wasn't dating, so I came back, 21, got hormones going. Started drinking. Started drinking. So became a little bit of an alcoholic, just a little bit, not quite full blown alcoholic yet, because it really wasn't anything for me to do. And like I said, my brother was gone, and then I think he came back, but it was like later. But he was too good to hang out with me,
Oh,
so he had his friends. Yeah,
dang.
because he was on one side of Fort Hood. Fort Hood is huge, so he's on the Cascom side of Fort Hood. I'm on the Cav side of Fort Hood, not riding horses or nothing, and making my own friends, making my own life. And I met my husband, well, my ex-husband. I met him in 2002,
Oh, wow.
and 6 months later we were pregnant. No, 2003. I met him in 2002. We hung, no, because okay, the timeline is a little off, because it was like
It's a long time
because
ago.
we got
We'll give
married.
you a pass.
Yeah, because when we got married, it was like we were 6 months pregnant, but my baby was born in 2004, but January 2004. So it was like that's why the timeline is a little off.
Yeah, the end of
But when you don't
2003.
want to remember the past exes and stuff, yeah. So yeah, so what happened was 2003. He said, we're married. I don't want no wife of mine, in the army. You need to be home with me. And I don't know. I fell for it. I did. I fell for it. So I got out the army, right, and had the first baby. 2004. 2005, the twins came. I was like, wait a minute. I know you Mexican, but damn. Like, so we tried it. We tried living as a family and everything, but it just didn't work out. So 2006, I raised my right hand and came back in. And I told him, I said, I'm not getting out till I retire. And 2012, I got divorced because 2004 we had the first baby. 2005 we had the twins, so that's 3 babies. And then 2010, baby number 4. And I was like, you know what? And I 06, and then she knows she was an accident because what happened was 2006, I got deployed to Iraq. Right? We had already moved to Georgia. That was our second duty station. So we as a family went from Fort Hood to Fort Stewart, Georgia. And they were like, you're here because we're going to Iraq. And I said, why do I have to go? It's like, because you're here. So 2006, get sent to Iraq. And I'm out there like, what is this? It was it was way more fun than Kuwait because it was civilization. Buildings are up. We had movie theaters. We had pool parties. We had Latin night. And I like to dance some salsa. So I was happy. I was good.
Oh, wow.
Taco night every Tuesday. Steak and lobster Wednesday. I had the menu down. So Iraq, we were good. I would call home once in a while, make sure that I am alive, had a baby, y'all right. And what saved me, I made sure Walmart, because Walmart.com, like making sure like the kids had clothes, diapers, wipes, whatever,
Oh, so you could buy this stuff online and send it to the house
and have it shipped out. Yeah. So
wow.
Yes. Well, it was wonderful because 2007 when I came home on my baby's birthday, my oldest birthday, my mom, I was on the phone with my mom, was like, hey, I'm back in the States. She goes, okay. She's like, did you get Benice's birthday card? I was like, no. Let me go check the mailbox. Right on top of his birthday card was a letter from the child support division. I was like, who do you want child support to? For 2 weeks, he told me, I don't know what's going on. Found out that, so 04, I had my son. 05, I had the twins. 06, he made a baby. Where was I in 06? Was my kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Wow.
But I stayed with him again because, and the reason I stayed with him because both moms, my mom and his mom, were like, oh, a man's gonna do what a man's gonna do. It's a man's world. You gotta stay home for the kids. And I was like, how am I stay home for the kids when I'm deployed all the time? I'm working. I'm not even at the house,
Mm-hmm.
But I stayed with him, and then had my daughter, and I was like, you know what? I'm independent. I could do this by myself. I divorced him.
Well, good for you, like for having the courage to kind of do that, because that does take a lot of courage, especially when older people in your life are telling you, whatever, who cares, for you to go, you know what, I deserve better than that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's not even, I didn't date for the longest time. Like once I got divorced, I stayed single because I went from a married woman with 4 children and a career to a divorced woman with 4 children and a career. 2 of my kids are disabled. How do I navigate going to act? Remember, this is active duty army, so I still have missions. I still have to go to the field. I had to find people to leave my children with and do all this stuff. And it was like, you talk about stress.
Yeah. You had a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
I did. And we pulled through. So I don't know how, but the rest of the time we pulled through.
We just do. Yeah. We just do when we need to. We don't know how we do it.
Right?
We just do. That's awesome. How did comedy, stand-up comedy come into your life?
So we have a comedy club called the El Paso Comic Strip, and every Sunday it's free for soldiers. So I would go, I had a friend, she's like, you know what? Because my kids were old enough to be left at home. So she's like, you need a night out, let's go. So every Sunday we would go to the comic club. And then it was a cool comic club because you could talk to the comics. They'll stay after the show.
Oh, wow.
And I started talking to the locals, and the front door girl, she knew me. So 2017, cool. I was coming off of active duty, and she was like, hey, I'm moving. She's going back to California. I said, well, who's sending you a spot? She goes, you are. I said, what? She was like, so she set me up an interview with the owner, got me the job at the comic strip because she's like, you know all the local comics, why not? And then I started working there, and then the comics, why do we always ask, how was our set? And I was like, do you want the truth? So there was always that one person that doesn't want the truth, but they ask for it. And she's like, if you think you could do better, you get on stage. And then sure enough. So I worked the comic strip for 4 months. And then after that, I just started getting on stage. And my first year, of course, was horrible because I didn't know that there was techniques and things and structure. I just thought you get up there and tell jokes. And I'm up there like, why is everybody looking at me? Bad. It was bad. So basically, I got dared into doing comedy.
Wow, that's so cool. How did you enjoy working the door at the club?
It's okay. Look, we're in El Paso. I don't know if y'all know the demographic, but it's predominantly Hispanic Latino.
Okay? Yeah, I can see that.
A couple of sprinkle of the non-s, not non-Spanish speaking.
The non-s. So, Are you Spanish?
I don't know how to say it nicely.
Do you wait? Do you speak Spanish?
Oh, sí, yo hablo español.
Oh, nice. I'm a non.
So it helps. Right, so it helps.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But people, like customer service, you have to be real strong with your customer service because people will come in there and be like, I got tickets. I'm like, all right, can I sign you in, please? You talking to them all nice. They just want to, me and all my friends. And I hate to say it, I don't care.
Right.
Listen, the comics that come, the out-of-town paid comics that come, they'll invite their family and their friends. They're like, and then they forget to tell you that their family is a little bit different, rude.
Oh.
Okay, I'm from New York. I know rude. So they'll come in there like, yeah, I'm brother with so-and-so and I'm sister of so-and-so. That's nice. Can I please see your ID? Can you please check in? You gonna pay because your name is not on the list. What you mean I'm not on the list? So you had like so much. So I got fired because they were like, yeah, the owner said you're too military. He knew I was military. I thought that was a good thing because military, I'm not gonna take no shit. I'm not gonna let this nobody but over me, stuff like that. Door. Exactly. So show me ID cards. We would get prank calls. And I was like, all right, so your call's recorded. I'm going to just send it to the police and let them handle it. Click. They call back. I'm sorry. I was just playing. Yeah, so the customer service guys had to be like way up there. Yeah. And then I was told you're not allowed to tell a comic that their family is like, horrible.
Oh, it's like
you didn't know they're your family. You didn't know.
They can't be honest.
Yeah, that's their
like
on stage.
You come in here like it's a 5-star restaurant demanding stuff. Like sit down and watch the show.
Do they still? But even though you got dismissed from your job, do they still let you do comedy? Like, were you still doing comedy there?
I've never done comedy there.
Oh, you never did comedy there.
With the exception of, so the way he has it is, if there's a comedy competition, you can participate in that, right? But if you're a local comic, it was told to us that local comics will bring down the value of comedy. So you're not that funny, or he's taking a chance on you that you're gonna bomb, and people will stop coming. So he will only put people on the stage that are not locals, not colored, not women. Yeah, I'm telling it anyway, because it's frustrating to be a comedian. I'm going on 6 years and I can't work the local club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why not? And then when you ask him, you talk to him, he'd tell you, "Oh, I'll consider it." You'll consider what? Now fast forward. Now there's a female comedian that's finally hosting. Wow. Do you know how many teeth you had to pull just to be a host? And that's the only thing he lets the local comics do is host. We don't get up there to do feature. We don't do it up to the headline because we're locals. So when people ask, "Oh, well, when are you going to perform at the comic strip?" I'm like, who knows?
Who knows when?
No. Yeah.
When I get famous, I guess.
Exactly. That's what we all say. But it's like, in reality, will it ever happen? So if your own local club won't let you on. Now, I can understand if you suck and you work, that's different. But where do you go get the practice at?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. So then where did you get your start? Where did you start doing comedy?
I started comedy in 2017. And I like June 2017, I started, and what happened was there's the producers that do work at the comic strip as hosts. What they did was they formed 2 different production companies. Don't ask me why we have so many production companies. And what they would do is have open mics at bars, restaurants, wherever, and that's how you get in. You get in. But the problem about that is it's never an open mic to get good enough to get on that stage.
Yes.
So it's like, and then and a lot of and I feel bad for the open micers because a lot of them don't realize that there's levels. You start as the open micer, then you work as a host, you work to feature, you work to headliner. You can even get MC jobs, depending on how good you are. They don't realize that. So we had a bunch, like, I'll probably tell you a drama, but I don't care. But it's like, it doesn't make sense to have so many different bars and venues if you're not going to put them on the main stage, you know. But it worked out because we end up doing open mics, and from open mics we make showcases at some of the establishments because they like the comedy, but then they don't want to pay. So it's like, yeah, we'll let you run a show here. And then I'm like, all right, we're going to charge tickets. They're like, but my regulars. Okay, your regulars can afford it. I see the ball tag. They'll be all right.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, they'd be against making the regulars pay for tickets. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm just like, how do you pay the comics?
Right. I mean, yeah, that's the age-old question is how do you pay the comics?
Yep.
Especially if you're not getting paid to do the show.
Right.
Yeah. Tickets is
usually
the best.
It is. It is. So in the beginning, I did a lot of free shows.
Yeah.
And then I got guest spots. And then I was like, one day there was a position open to host one of the open mics, and I asked for it. And then I got on and started getting my hosting chops. And that was pretty cool.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
But it was at a rowdy bar where they fight.
Oh, man.
So I'm just like, all right, whatever you say. It's a long run to the parking lot, so good luck.
Did a fight ever break out in the middle of one of your sets or anything?
Not mine, thankfully, no.
That's good.
Wow.
No.
That's good. No. Why is the host wearing a bulletproof vest?
A bulletproof? You mean a stab proof? We've had comics get bottles thrown at them, stabbed.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
but
cool.
we don't do comedy at that location anymore. So.
Well, that's good.
Too many witnesses.
Sounds dangerous.
No. It teaches you how to deal with hecklers.
Yeah, that's very true. It's very true. So you said that you were recently traveling. Where did you travel to recently?
So we did a show in Pecos and we went to Tucson, Arizona. I don't know if you guys know Roxy. We finally did a show with Roxy from Tucson, Arizona.
Okay, I don't know if I do, but okay.
She did the Wrench comedy. So the Wench comedy. Nice. We did shows with her. Pecos was my first time going out in Pecos.
Oh, that's
because
awesome.
It's a big oil town, so they have nothing to do out there. So any entertainment they can get, they appreciate it a lot.
That's
cool. So
yes. Hell yeah! And you traveled out here to California recently. We were able to hang out with you, and we went to the Jim Henson exhibit. That was super fun. How was your trip out to California?
That was awesome. So coming out to California, I was like, I don't know anybody. And you know what I did? Like I went and put on the California page for the comedy ones. I was just like, yeah, I'm coming to California before I did my research. So I got offered a bunch of jobs. People vouched for me. I was so grateful. But I didn't realize where Dublin was and where San Francisco was. I had no way to get there.
Oh, wow.
So I missed out on a lot of shows, but I still thanked everybody that booked me. It was like really cool. I was able to do a couple of open mics out there.
Oh,
so nice. I went to the milk one, the milk bar? Yes, milk bar.
I've never been there. All these years, I've never been to Milk Bar.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, it was nice. It was like a coffee lounge, but not. But it was really, but they were warm, welcoming. I didn't have an issue except for one comic. Like one comic was like my jokes was fire. He had to like wipe the microphone.
Wow. Well, I'm talking about who that was off the air.
I don't even know the guy's name. I don't even know the guy's name.
Oh,
yes, but it was great to link up with you and Athena. Then I got to meet Deb, so that was awesome.
Yeah, that was super fun. We went to that Jim Henson Museum. That was incredible.
Right? And then before you guys got there, I was trying to walk around, and then the fire department showed up. I was like, well, let me go back to the museum.
Oh, what? What happened? What did we miss?
You guys missed it. There was like a fire alarm going off. There was an alarm going off in one of the tall buildings across the street from the museum. But I didn't smell any smoke. And the people that were in the restaurant on the corner, they were just like watching. And I'm like, y'all not gonna move out the way for the fire department to get in the building? Everybody just sat there, kept their space on line, and the line was outside. wrapped around the
Wow.
corner.
To get
Nobody
into the
moved.
place? To the
Yes, and
museum?
nobody moved out the way for the fire department. And I was like, okay, we just gonna stand right here. And I tried
Wow.
to stand where I could see something because I'm nosy.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I just wanted to look.
See what's
No,
going on. Nothing.
right? But I was like, let me no, being nosy get you in trouble. So I walked back to the Jim Henson Museum and I just waited for you guys to
By
get
the
there. I was like,
time by the time we got there, I guess everything mellowed out. Even though I was super stressed out because of parking, man. Parking sucks in San Francisco.
does it?
Hell yeah, it does.
Yeah. I don't get to drive. The Army doesn't give us a rental car when we get there. So I'm at the mercy of Uber and the BART. I learned how to take the BART and
Oh yeah,
the
bar gets
trolley.
you around.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
I think if you're in Dublin, if you're near Tommy T's, you should be close to the BART station.
Yes, I am. We still have to Uber to it though, because I tried walking to it and I got lost. I got lost.
Yeah, no, that happens.
Yeah, I got
That's
lost.
cool.
So I
Do
just
you,
Ubered
do
to
you
the
travel
BART.
to like a bunch of other places for the military stuff?
Of course.
Where's some other
Because
awesome places you've gone?
the fact that you said awesome, you know nothing about it.
Hey man, the Bay Area is awesome. Okay.
Yes. But so like I've so on the deployment side of the house, we already talked about Kuwait, Iraq. I've been to Afghanistan twice. Then I was stationed at Fort Hood, Fort Stewart, Georgia, here in Fort Bliss at El Paso. So yeah, 3 duty stations in 20 years. And
Wow.
yeah. So the travel is like kind of limited, but I go to New Mexico a couple of times. My unit is in Salt Lake City, Utah, but I haven't been there yet. So it's just like they send you where they need you, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. Do you get to do comedy every time you kind of travel for the military stuff?
See, now that's what I like about it because it's like the Army pays for me to get where I gotta go, and then
Right.
I like look up even if it's just open mics, which is fine, but I'll look up the area and see where I can see. So I had to go to Michigan for school, and I did comedy in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
That is so cool.
That is really
Yes.
cool.
Yes. So
Okay.
yes, every opportunity I get, I kind of use the Army. The Army uses me, so I use it back.
That's
Yeah,
great.
no, definitely. I mean, they're like you said, they're paying for your airfare and your hotel.
Making the most of
As long
it.
as you do what they tell you to do during the daytime, you can play at night.
Hell
Do
yeah.
comedy.
There you go. And people to this day still don't believe that I'm in the Army because I had to work this weekend, and there was a new person there, and I said something, and my supervisor thought it was funny, but she didn't. And he was like, "Oh, you don't know Sergeant Gonzalez is like a stand-up comedian." It's the fact that he said is like. So she's like, "Oh, so you're a jokester?" He's like, "No, she gets paid to tell jokes." I said, "No, I'm a real." And I had a flyer for a show that's coming up this week. So I showed her the flyer. She goes, "Oh, me and my husband love comedy." Yeah, but you didn't love the joke like 3 minutes ago that I said. I just said a joke.
I had a coworker say to me, "Oh, so I heard you're some kind of comedian."
Yeah.
And I go,
Like,
"Yeah,
what
the
does
best
that
kind."
Some kind. I'm like, the good kind, I hope. Well, I always tell people I'm the kind that get booked. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Did you say Sergeant Gonzalez?
Yes, I'm staff sergeant.
Wow, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Thank you. Yes.
I don't really know what that means, but that means that you've got some promotion, I guess.
It means I'm enlisted, and I'm supposed to tell people what to do now, like supervisor.
Yeah.
Right? And the E6 is like, you come to work, but you don't have to do too much work now.
How close are you to military retirement?
I have 3 years left.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I'm gonna retire at 27 years. Yep.
Wow, 27 years.
Yeah,
That's pretty
that's
cool.
dope.
Yeah. Yes. Because my oldest is going to college. I got the little ones at the house. I'm 45 years old. I don't need to keep going.
Yeah. I mean, at some point you can just settle down and do the comedy and just stick to
Oh
that.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
Like,
wonderful.
hey, I'll still travel for you guys if you want me to, but
Right?
if you want to send me places, I'll still go.
Mhm.
Right? Like, I'll just go and hang out. Thank you. But yeah.
That's cool. What are some places that you performed at comedy?
So I performed at Albuquerque, New Mexico. I performed at Revel, in the Mountain Gods Club 49, Tucson, Arizona at the Surly Wench.
Wow.
We already covered Milk SF from California. Then
Yeah, she did Milk
Odessa, Texas, Midland, Texas, Killeen, Texas, Grand Rapids, Michigan. So I'm trying to get some more East Coast spots, but it's a little bit hard. And of course, all over El Paso. Oh, and San Antonio and Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Have you,
I've been to Vegas twice.
Do you still have family in New York?
I do, yes.
That'd be a good excuse to go out and do some comedy there.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay, never mind.
I just want to go
take that off the record.
I never make it about family, no. Because like true story. So I did a show in San Antonio. It was a comedy competition, and I invited my youngest brother to come and watch. And I thought he was going to vote for me. Right?
Supposed to vote for you.
Yes. Okay. It was my fault. I read the clock backwards. They said the clock was going to count down. So we have 3 minutes. So in my mind, clock's counting down. So when I looked at the clock, I saw 2:15. I'm thinking I got 15 seconds left before it hits the 3-minute mark. They changed it at the last minute. I only did 15 seconds of comedy.
Oh, wow.
And got off the stage.
Oh,
and nobody stopped me. Nobody said, you still got time? No, nobody said nothing. So I get off the stage. Whatever. The show's going on. My brother's like, you was all right, but I'm funnier. He said, and then he was like, he was loud. He was drunk and loud. He was like, this is the comedy competition. You should have won hands down. Why are they on stage? I was like, shh, they can hear you. Shh, they can hear you. Be quiet. He was like, I'm funny though. I'm about to get up on stage right now. I said, in the middle of the competition, you just gonna get up and go on stage? We can't do that. Stop it. No, you're gonna get me blacklisted. Stop. So the end of the competition, the 2 people that they picked to win, my brother voted for one of them.
He said he should have won and he didn't even vote for you?
Exactly. He voted for the runner-up. But go tell me I'm funny. And then afterwards, he goes up to all the comedians. He goes, yo, how could I do this, yo? I want to be in it, yo. I'm like, yo, I'm funny. I could do this.
I'm funny.
Stop talking like that. Use English. Introduce yourself proper. Jeez.
Did he ever do it?
No. And I'm going to tell you why, because me being the older sister that I am, I was in my feelings that night. I was drinking too, but that's beside the point. So I called my mom. I said, hey, he's embarrassing me. And I don't know what he's doing. They're not going to be my friends. So she goes, or she hangs up the phone with me. She calls him on his phone. Stop embarrassing your sister. Let her have her friends. You wasn't worried about doing it. You can't do it now.
Oh, dang. Oh my God.
Oh, mom.
You can't start now. Just be quiet.
I know. Because she was like, that's her thing. Let her do her thing. Because my mom didn't believe that I was a comic. So when my brother told her, he said, yeah, I'm at the show. She's actually funny. I think she's funnier than other people. But then, hey, they won. So my mom got the validation from him that, yeah, she's a stand-up comic. She's actually on stage telling jokes.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, because my family didn't believe me when I told them, you know. So they actually came and see me.
Athena's grandma thought she was rapping.
Oh.
That was so silly
She said, hey, do you still do the rapping?
No. I was showing my dad a clip of me on stage, and my grandma came over and she was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm telling jokes on stage. And she goes, jokes? I thought you rapped. And I was like, what?
You got the Freestyle Friday flow coming to you. You're like, grandma, no.
Because I don't know. I don't really personify a rap artist in my head. So hearing that was just like, where did you get that from? Like, where?
It would have been worse if she started rapping. Like, let me give you some bars. I'm like, grandma.
She's like, let me get a verse on that.
Right? Like,
I mean, I carry myself like a cool rapper, so maybe that's why she thought that.
Oh, maybe so.
Yeah, because I carry myself
so
like a
cool.
rapper.
I think you could do it. I think you could do
it. Yeah.
Or like spoken word, if anything, like the spoken word.
Like that's poetry.
Poetry slam.
Yeah, that's okay. Poetry slam. They get down with that.
I want to do poetry slam.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Do you do a lot of material about like the military and stuff like that?
You know what? No, because I don't know how.
Yeah, I think maybe a lot of people wouldn't get it too.
Well, yes, because in the military we talk way different. We like more stern. It sounds like we're cold-hearted, but it's like we have to make sure you're going to be alive, we
Yeah.
take it a little bit more serious thing. And then the dark humor, because of the stress level, we say dark humor stuff that we can say,
Yeah.
but
Because
if
you
we
can,
say that
yeah,
to somebody
yeah,
else, that's like, oh my gosh, how did they talk to me that way?
Yep.
yeah.
Because we have to make sure that you're listening. So we have to say off the wall things to make sure that, did it get into your head? Is it registering with you? And then a lot of it, it's OPSEC. So like operation security. So we can't tell people where we are, where we're going, how long I'm going to be there, because the enemy is always listening. The enemy is always watching. So
Yeah.
when you have so many military rules in you, it's hard to come over to the comedy side and try to tell jokes, because you're like, dang it, I'm not giving away secrets, right? Or I'm not talking about the wrong thing, right? So I'm slowly trying to like get the military jokes, because I've had people tell me, mostly military, like, we have a lot of scenarios you can talk about on stage. And I'm like, can I? And it's like, yeah, it was funny, it happened. Well, who gonna come after you now? So start telling it, because because I only have one joke right now when I do talk about the military, so I have more, but I just haven't figured out how to do it just yet.
And then I think once you retire from the military, also you'll be able to like talk a little more freely about it as well.
Yes, I think that's what it is, because it's like anybody can see a tape or whatever and like use against you.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because I mean, like for work, and I imagine the same thing will go for the military as well. There's a code of conduct where you can't really say things that are negative light in a public setting about your employer, because if your employer finds out, you could be fired. And then for you, like discharge or whatever the case would happen.
Right. So
So I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, because I've heard comics tell military jokes that have never been in the military, and they're good jokes. How's that possible? I'm in and I can't tell the joke.
That's why they can, though, because they have nobody to hold them accountable.
Exactly. So I would love to tell. It basically just be military stories anyway. But
So were you, when you got stationed, when you came back, were you, because you said there's a fort, there's a military base in El Paso. Is that where you were, and is that where you decided to stay because you just liked El Paso?
No, I stayed here because in 2012 I was already stationed here, and I went through my divorce here and I was transitioning from a married mom to a single mom. I just didn't feel strong enough to move anywhere else. To take because like the 4 kids, 2 of them disabled, and then I would have to restart the doctor visits again, getting them situated again, the schools again, picking the area where like I can drive and get from point A to point B within a certain amount of time. El Paso being is a nice sized town, but it's 20 minutes to get everywhere. As opposed to like San Antonio, driving around and get stuck on the loop, missing, it was just too much. So I just figured, like, let me just stay where everything's already established, and I just, stayed.
Yeah, excellent. That's cool. How far are you from San Antonio? Because I know you go hang out with Irma and Berto and all those guys.
Right. It's an 8-hour drive.
Oh wow.
8-hour drive. If I fly, 2-hour flight. Not too much going on. But crazy. I don't mind driving. I like driving.
I mean, you probably have a lot of patience because of your military background, but that's crazy. 8 hours to go do a couple shows.
8 hour one way, just to hang out there, get on a show, hopefully do good. I find it cheaper though, because it's like when you add up the flights and the hotels, it's like super expensive. And Irma's like such a sweetheart, like she lets you stay at her place, so it's just you don't have to worry about room and board. You just stay with her. And, that hospitality. I would love to do that one day with Traveling Comics, open my home. I don't have a home yet. I'm renting, so we can't.
Us too. We definitely, like to open up our home to comics if we can too, like especially for like holidays and things like that, because some people don't really have anywhere to go for holidays.
Right, and they come out to do a show, and they're like, "We're doing the show." I'm like, "Oh no, that'd be cool."
Sharita, so I know that you've been through the military and you kind of were dared into comedy. I've never heard that one, by the way, dared into comedy. Is there something in comedy that you kind of want to like work towards? Is there a goal that you're trying to achieve?
Now my comedy goal that I'm trying to achieve now is to be nationwide, like to be able to travel the country and to go to different cities to see how their comics tell, because every city has like their comedy must-haves. You know, like here, you know, we need 5 minutes. You go to LA, 3 minutes, San Antonio, everybody has like different, and then different types of crowd. So it's like jokes that work here in El Paso, I want to go see if they work somewhere else. And then, because that really gets you to know if you're a good comic or not. Because anybody here in your hometown will be like, good set, yeah, that was funny. But you go somewhere where they don't know you, never seen you, heard you, and then you do a set, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's great.
Yes, that's such a good feeling. It really is.
Yep.
It is.
Like
so
you
it's
go
like,
to
so
a new
that's
place and just kind of blow people away with your jokes, as opposed to the same people who heard your jokes over and over.
They'll tell you anything. They'll be like, yeah, that was great. But the goal, that's my goal right now, just to see how many clubs I can get to nationwide and stuff.
Great goal.
That's
incredible.
Like
that one.
Yeah.
Do you have any projects or anything? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Projects. Oh no, projects coming up. I just have, so this Wednesday I'm at Craft and Social here in El Paso. Thursday I'll be at In and the Mountain Gods again. So I just got picked up with Entertainment Max, which is a booker for the resorts, I guess. Oh, so wow. I finally leveled up to feature.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. So so with them, you have feature does 30-minute spots. So I'm like, yes, I'm finally there. So it's like progression. Like you've done enough open mics now. You've done enough showcases. You've hosted enough. So now let's work on getting feature spots, so that way you can build up to the headliner spots, and I'm liking the pace that I'm not trying to do too much too fast. I'm trying to learn as I grow. Yeah. And I still have one person, you're still an amateur comic. I was like, yeah, I'm seeing paid.
Yeah.
It's like you're a sergeant in comedy too now.
Yes. So just to see the level of progression, it's a blessing to do this job because it's not hard. I mean, no, it's not easy. It's not hard once you have your 3 minutes, your 5 minutes, and your 15 minutes. But when you start adding more minutes, your 20, 25 to 30 to your 40 minutes, you're like, oh, I done said all I could possibly say. I gotta say some more stuff. And then to be consistently funny throughout, Yeah. And I have a speech impediment because I have the accent. Not the Texas accent.
What kind of accent do you have, though?
I have the New York accent, the native New Yorker. Like, get out of here. Like, when I get nervous, oh my goodness, you don't understand nothing I'm saying. Okay? Like, look. And then I speak faster than this. So it's like Speedy Gonzalez. Arriba, ándale. Man, please, we don't understand. But I do. So I have to learn to articulate, make sure I slow down and pace myself so that they can get the jokes. Because before, nobody told me, but my first year, when I was on stage telling jokes, they told me later, you spoke so fast, we just laughed because we didn't know what you said. So you gave me the sympathy laughs? And then like when you stand on stage waiting, like you would, like we could tell from your body language that you were waiting for an answer back. And I'm just like, you're not gonna help with that.
We were just scared of you, so we laughed.
Right, like help me get better. Help me figure out what I need to do.
Yeah, I have the same problem though. As I need to stop, enunciate, and make sure that you can hear everything I say. Because like if I talk too fast, sometimes I even slur my words a little bit. I think I have like a lisp. And so I do this joke where I talk about working from home, and I say the best part about I can't even talk now. The best part about working from home, the weirdest part about it is now I steal toilet paper and I have to pause right there, and I go from and I pause again and I say myself. That way I pause in those places so you can understand what I'm saying. Because if I say it all at once, it kind of gets jumbled together.
Right. And that's what you learn, like the more open mics you do, the more getting on stage, you work that, because that's all delivery and timing that you can't really do on Zoom, because Zoom, like I was grateful for the mics, but the feedback from the, like if your internet service is no good, everybody gonna know.
Yeah.
So that's where you learn your pause, your timing, your delivery methods, and then you get on a live stage and see how it works. If it doesn't work, what to tweak and fix. So it's a lot to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Zoom, we did meet you on Zoom during the pandemic. We got to meet you in person, but we originally met you in Zoom. What was
Yes.
the pandemic like for you, and how did you get into doing the comedy
Mhm.
online?
So I don't know if you know Dante Verduzco. He was an El Paso comic. He moved to Vegas. We
I don't
don't
think
know
so.
why. We don't know why he moved to Vegas. Well, I didn't ask. He moved to Vegas, and I think somebody invited him to the comedy, the Displaced Comedians page. So he
Okay.
sent me an invite, and I thought it was a joke. I was like, "What is this?" And I just took a chance, and I joined the group, and then I saw the different comedians, the different open mics, and I went back to the open mics before we like totally shut down. I was like, "Hey, there's open mics online. We're not doing that." Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Not to say all the listen, I'm the only El Paso comic that does open mics. I'll just say that. That did the Zoom shows.
Yeah, I think you might be.
Yeah, because they were just like, that's not real comedy. What are you talking about? It's the only outlet we have during the pandemic. Yep. There's no shows, so where are you going to practice? And I was grateful for it because it allowed me to still write material, write relevant material, still had an audience. Because it was like mostly us, most comics, because we always perform for more comics. And then I started getting booked for showcases. I was like, "There's showcases?" And and then I became an international comic because I was performing in the UK and Wales and Kuala Lumpur. I was like, "Whoa, I'm in Malaysia, y'all, and I don't have passport." So that was so awesome to be able to do all of that without actually leaving. And having the Zoom shows because you're still providing laughter because people were so depressed. Yeah. I wasn't because I had 4 kids to take care of. And every TV in the house was on or something. I couldn't watch nothing. So I was on my phone. So I was on Zoom with y'all. So the kids was happy. So as long as the kids was happy, I was happy. Mm-hmm. So it didn't bother me too much. Yeah. I got reacquainted with my couch. I didn't have to leave the house. What? So it was great.
Not just performing in like Malaysia, but like making friends.
Yeah.
In other countries across the US and all that stuff too. That was such a huge plus.
It was. And if you did good, you got invited back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there. So there was everybody said the same thing. So when the world opens up, you are welcome. Okay, I guess I gotta start saving money up for my passport.
Right? Me too. I can't wait till we can start traveling for comedy and seeing the people that we met on Zooms and stuff like that.
Yes. It was great because I met so many people. So many like Brooke, she always I'm an asshole friend, and I'm gonna just be honest. She would send me postcards and stuff, but there'll be no address, so I couldn't reciprocate. So I was like, how do I send it? Oh, sorry. So Brooke, sorry. But just know if you send me something with an address, I will reciprocate.
I have 10 of them to send to you.
Yeah, and I even went out and bought a book of stamps and everything, but I was like, there's no address. How would I send it there? And you know what? As common sense, I wish I should just ask her. I'm not, TBI. I'm not that smart.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I mean, none of us are, else we'd be doing a different hobby than comedy.
Yeah, right. It's like you mean well. It's like you want to keep the relationships going, so that way when the world does open up, it's like the travel is like you're not stranded at Southwest Airport. You can make it to your destination. Like, hey, how y'all doing? Hugs or fist bumps or elbow tags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely. Double taps. Yeah, the world's opening back up now though, so that's pretty neat. It's definitely different.
Well, I still wear my mask though.
Same.
Yeah, that's good.
But for the wrong reasons, because I spit when I talk. I have now.
Oh, that's a good idea though.
Keep your place warm. It's been chilly around here.
It has been chilly.
Yeah, but that helps too. I can't imagine spitting. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't control it.
Yeah, especially like the COVID stuff after that. You definitely don't want to do that.
You see one little droplet fly out of someone's mouth, and you're like, "How dare you?"
Yeah, like Matrix, like Matrix style. Like, whoa.
Yes, I'm like,
dodging
I promise you, I'm vaccinated against it.
Hell yeah. Well, it's been super fun talking to you, Sharita. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you want to plug your social media?
Yes, I'm on IG as SHAR1TA_. I'm on Facebook as SHA space RITA because I didn't want to put a last name up there. I'm on Twitch as Tiger Lily because I couldn't use my name. And I'm also on Twitter. So I'm on almost every social media platform. I'm posting up there. I'm doing things. So follow if you can.
Hell yeah. And you can find me across the board at Funky Sam Medina.
And me at She Shines For You, all spelled out.
And then everything else we do is at Hypothetical Comedy. Hell yeah. Thank you, Sharita. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you.